Hello there, this is the Critical Advocate, and today we will be reviewing Nope. Nope is directed and produced by one of my absolute favorite directors, Jordan Peele. The man seems to always know what he is doing. His amazing comedy timing with his timeless skits on Comedy Central called Key and Peele, or the amazing horror experience with his film Get Out, for which he won an Academy Award, or somewhat flawed but very original film called Us. He always has something thought-provoking to say. Well, now he has returned once more in the directorial seat with Nope. Straight off the bat, I might be biased because I have a soft spot for Jordan Peele. The man made me laugh so much in the past with his spectacular Key and Peele skits that I should be saying that Nope is a perfect 10. But I have to be honest on my show, so let's break it down, shall we? Nope is set on a ranch in the middle of nowhere, which is owned by horse trainers, who essentially rent out their horses to big Hollywood productions for various film-related projects. The family, comprising of a father and his son, are in this line of work, living a very normal life until they start noticing something strange in the sky. The trailers unfortunately reveal what it was, and although very interesting twists within the story are left unharmed, I still wish going into the film I didn't watch any of those trailers. It is one of those scenarios where less would have been more. I see you, Batman vs Superman. Thanks for revealing that Doomsday was in the film, especially with that horrible design. Especially when the title of the film says Batman vs Superman, not Dawn of Justice. Although trailers for Nope revealed that we are dealing with what looks like a flying saucer, I was nevertheless interested. I am a huge sci-fi fan and have been obsessed with theories and plaguing questions surrounding the human experience of being completely alone in this vast and ever-expanding universe. Are we truly alone? Are there others that live on the distant planets? Have we been visited? Are they among us now? Nope is not just your typical UFO story. It is a crafty film which explores various themes and concepts. It essentially comments on humans and their innate quality and instinct to create order among the chaos that we live in, and the urge to control nature as well as animals. We tend to think that we are the dominant species, and being in the position of power unfortunately creates within us arrogance and also strips us away of compassion for our own species as humans, let alone other species. We exploit our forests, our farm animals, and each other for gain, expecting no repercussions. And ironically, it becomes shocking when we hear of instances where our scheming and plotting to control, maim, and exploit backfire. It's like when you eat spicy food and that backfires. Dracarys. Nope also has something to say about the way we use each other for fame, glory, and money within the crazy world of social media. We take tragedies, and albeit we rarely do shed light upon such tragedies for awareness, but usually it is done because it is the hot trend. When there is someone on the side of the road bleeding out, some of us tend to reach for our phone to make a video of it before we offer help because we have become opportunistic. The opportunity to document something you feel others will be shocked by, or we call viral videos. With the rise of TikTok's 10-second Instagram posts, this trigger-happy mentality has been brewing for a long time. I understand the benefits of the platforms, but I also understand the dangers that come with it. Does everyone have to know where you're at, who you're with, what you've been eating? Might as well document the aftermath of the food. Tell us where it goes after you digest it. I bet you don't look cool then, right? Just kidding. Watch the video, please. Like, share, and subscribe. Nope also delves into the struggles filmmakers face whilst capturing that perfect shot, that perfect scene, and the hard work that goes into creating art in general. Lastly, Nope is extremely original in the way it handles the all-too-stale UFO genre. It made me appreciate the brilliant mind of Jordan Peele that much more, because Nope explores our standard expectations of UFOs and flips it completely 180 on its head in a way that you would have never come up with on your own. I guarantee you. This is the reason why this movie, for me, will hold a special place. It's the perspective on the theories surrounding UFOs or UAPs. Since when have aliens become so boring? To the people in suits, I'm wearing one as well, but that's besides the point. To the peeps in suits that sit at the higher ups, hear me. You don't control the narrative. I refuse to be prescribed how I address these flying objects. For me, they are UFOs. That's final. They are not UAPs. This is what I have to say about the F and the O you're trying to replace. I also like that the film used the inflatable tube men in order to create danger and tension whenever the object in the sky would be in close proximity. It would trigger a power outage, causing the inflatable tube man to collapse and fold on itself, like me towards the end of the week after a hard week at the law firm. Yes, my life sucks. You want to judge me? The main protagonists of the film, Daniel Kaluuya as Otis or OJ and Keke Palmer as Emerald or M, are the brother and sister that are trying to defend the ranch against the threat in the skies. They both deliver great performances. The introverted OJ, who is more brooding and calm and calculated of the duo, in contrast to the bubbly and hyper extroverted M. The sibling dynamic shines in the film and they complement each other really well. A nice surprise was Brandon Pereira as Angel Torres, a tech salesman at Fry's Electronics. He helps the siblings set up cameras on the ranch in order to capture the object. He was funny and entertaining to watch. I expect big things from him. Michael Wincott as Antlers Holst, a renowned cinematographer. He returns with his raspy voice, which really took me back to the times when he played the villain Top Dollar in Brandon Lee's The Crow. He was alright. I was struggling to understand what he was saying because he was gargling most of the time, which makes me wish he would have tried something new instead of sticking to his shtick of playing an absent-minded tough guy. Steven Yeun as Ricky or Jupe, a former child actor on a sitcom and owner and creator of the theme park Jupiter's Claim. His performance was good because he's a solid actor and I enjoyed his work ever since The Walking Dead, although he's a bit underutilized. Cinematography of the film is gorgeous, captured in 65mm IMAX format, a first for horror films, by the way. Jordan Peele be making history, boy. The choice was great because the shots are very meticulously chosen to show a sense of scale between the characters and the object stalking them. The large vistas are captured beautifully during the day to complement the feeling of eerie tension of being watched and the isolation, especially that comes with the film being shot and set on a ranch in the middle of nowhere. The soundtrack is awesome. There is a range of music here which pays homage to old westerns and also highlights the feeling of dealing with something otherworldly. The tense moments are tense. It's just great overall. The sound design is masterclass. I have never heard silence being captured with such perfection before, and it is played up skillfully for the more tense moments in the film. The question remains, is the film guilty of wasting our time? The answer is a bit complicated. Nope has the originality, great themes and concepts, a good soundtrack and sound design, as well as masterclass cinematography. All were the ingredients to be a great film, right? But unfortunately, the film is guilty of certain aspects. Let's bring out the guilt counter. At number 1, we have length and pacing issues. Although the film is not what I would call the most lengthy film at a runtime of 130 minutes, but the way the movie is paced is really drawn out, making it feel lengthier than it actually is. Especially the first act is extremely slow, and I don't mind slow burns, especially when time is actually spent expanding on the world, but this was extremely slow for my taste because there was not much happening. Some scenes seemed unnecessary. For example, the movie does itself a disservice, a complete disservice, by spending an unnecessary amount of time with a backstory involving a chimp. And I understand what we are being told, but it's nothing that should have been obsessed over, especially when you see the CGI on that monkey. It really takes you out of the story. Trust me on that. The CGI is horrible. At number 2, execution of the twist. Although the second act and the third act is where things pick up and the movie starts shining with an old-fashioned Jordan Peele twist, the twist is great. The reveal in the end of what it actually is also is amazing. My issue is with the execution of the twist. It could have been handled in a much stronger and more effective way, which I know Jordan Peele was capable of delivering upon. It is just expected of him at this point. But it is done so unceremoniously, making a big moment feel insignificant. At number 3, we have the anticlimactic ending. I also have mixed feelings about the ending. The threat is resolved in an anticlimactic way, and before you know it, the film ends and the credits start rolling. It happens so abruptly. I wish we knew more about the object, what we witness at the end of the film. I mean, I enjoy movies keeping it vague, but more hints would have been welcome, I guess. Now let's get to the final verdict. The final verdict for Nope is a not guilty with a score of 7 out of 10. It is a good film, which I encourage you to try out, especially if you're a sci-fi fan. In a world of copy and paste film, Nope is extremely original take on a very tropey UFO genre. The film could have been perfect if some of the pacing issues, the execution of some of the ideas, and the anticlimactic ending could have been fixed. These are the things that hold it back from being a perfect film. This wraps up our case. This was The Critical Advocate, an advocate by day and a critic by night. Till next time, Dasvidanya, Khudafis, and bye-bye.
Hey Paul, why you make me feel bad? Everybody just picks on an old critical advocate. What is that? Someone up there? That could be an alien. That could be an alien. What is that? Bird poop? It's just damn birds. There ain't no aliens around here. Paul, please make me feel bad.